Good evening, everybody. Here we have the second art piece from the Discord Whiteboard collection. This time we have an additional collaborator with us. So we'll start an overall view. This piece is just a general critique and postmodern analysis of the concepts of religious fealty and faith and fate
and war
within the United States, within the context of a more Western hemisphere. So we'll start at the very bottom here. So there are many things within hell, and there are many terrors which traditional religions will impose upon you, and that is why there are many anime girls dancing and milk cartons in League of Legends and
Capri Sun.
But hell is also a place where the bad is doomed to rot.
Like capitalism. That's why we have V-Bucks in the corner.
Yes, and Kick and the Capri Sun. But then, just a step above that, we have a purgatory, represented by a slightly lighter overall color palette. You can see the planes here. A lighter overall mood and tone.
On a Monday.
Garfield is here because of the many theories, conspiracy theories, I have to add legally, surrounding Garfield and the incident of the Twin Towers. In general, this is more of a place of neutrality.
Besides the crawfish,
And
of course.
There is not, except for the crawfish, and there's not so much a happiness as there is an existence, represented by the Sasuke drawing on the left-hand side here, with the gray, somber tone and the sunken eyes, and the whimsical, although juxtaposed, meaning of the obviously an older gentleman with a mustache, but still trying to recapture his youth with the flying propeller cap, who also seems to be trying to become affiliated with some sort of fraternity organization in a desperate attempt to recapture what he had lost in his once living self. There's also sort of an unease in the background behind the dancing soldier and CSGO agent. There is a malformed young fledgling who is desperately trying to show to us his pain and sorrow. But these despicable adults are attempting to hide that from us and sequester that. And with that, that brings us up to heaven. And unlike the previous layer, there is a clear mark of a transition through the bald man with the glasses who's giving us a thumbs up, indicating that we have proceeded on the righteous path to heaven, filled with Newports and Marlboros and cigars. And the Kool-Aid man who is touting Raid Shadow Legends.
That takes us to our sponsor.
Raid Shadow Legends. Have you ever wanted a mobile game that doesn't feel like a mobile game? Then download Raid Shadow Legends. So that you might...
For free 50,000 silver pieces and 4 legendary legends.
And 3 mythic legends as well. 2 of them with skins. There are many virtues expressed here. There is I didn't intend for this, but you can see Krillin laying on the ground with what seems to be some sort of phallic imagery of a cigarette. Erect, despite his fading body. This represents the obsession of sex that disappears not even with the procession into heaven, but will remain forever tainted in our minds. And although one might transition into heaven and become godly even, this is something that cannot be erased. This is also a reference to the psychoanalytical idea of cigarettes being some sort of oral fixation, which must have the authors must have had some sort of implication of Krillin having some sort of deep-seated fatherly trauma that was never resolved. And right next to him we have Dancing Minion and Sans and Gorilla and Harambe. Jesus is ballin'. In general, there is just a free-spirited and whimsical mood here. There is a hidden suffering underneath, and also as a tragic irony, there is a small creature beating a dead horse in here. Obviously, there are guns in heaven.
And dancing
and
cows.
Santa Claus and dancing Claus.
And the minions dancing with Sans.
Yes. That brings us outward to view the piece once again. You can really feel the transition upward to a victory.
I can't get over how much the background for the middle reminds me of fucking Full House. It's in the Full House font.
Max.
It's in the
my
Full
God.
House font.
It just says Monday.
But it's in the Full House font.